Hi everybody, it's Diane here. We're doing an ICAD flip through for 2024. Yes, I have 61 cards. You only saw a couple of these, so we'll flip. These images are all from a philatelic catalog, marker border, some rubber stamping. They're all collage of some form or another. Some have stitching. This has paint behind the green. Some are simple, like this one, but I think it's kind of cool. It's all magazine. I think it's even the same magazine. This one has inking behind and then paint. Some rubber stamping on this one, stitching. I will say these first, oh, I don't know, 10 or so, I was trying to catch up. I jumped in late. So they're fine. I like them, but I don't think there's anything particularly stellar because I was kind of trying to hurry to catch up. This is an image book. I'm not sure where it came from. These shells, and it's background paper. I added the numbers. This is an old image from a magazine I've been kicking around for a long time, and I decided to just get rid of it. There's yarn on the bottom here. This one took a little doing. That tiger was I forget, a rug or a pillow? Might have been a pillow out of a magazine. Added the other stuff. This is from that same catalog, as you can see. And it was fine, but I did not have these dots. Decided it was kind of plain, we added the dots. Decided it was still plain, added the black border. That helped a lot. There's just ink kind of schmutzed behind there, the orange. Simple. I think it's kind of nice though. Simple, a little odd, different. Oh, this is kind of cool. Book page in the background, otherwise it's all magazine. This one's a tad different. I did not have this woman image on when I thought it was done, but if you can imagine, it was a little plain. I mean, it's okay, but that's a washi stamp sticker, so it's transparent, so I think that's kind of cool. Cool look. All collage stuff, real trading stamps here. Okay, these I did on a video. A lot of paint on that one. And this one, yeah, I did add stitching to these. I was out of black thread when I made that video, so I couldn't finish them off. Stitching on the bottom of this one now, too. That's nice. Like the green. Now this one's plain, simple. As is this one, but I like that. That's Buster Keaton. Yeah, we did 3 movie stars here. Anybody? That's Rudolph Valentino. And just for the record, this tan and this is all one paper. This is added, this is added, this is added. It's kind of hard to tell what's piece there. Paint around the edges. Mary Pickford and Douglas Fairbanks Sr. Mostly scrapbook paper. That's book page in the background. This is book page in the background and all magazine. I will say, doing stuff like this, as neat as it is, you know, I had to look and look and look for a dog that would fit on the hassock. You know, it's a lot of hunting when you do that type of collage. This is actually paper, a paper decoration. No one likes to work in a boring space. That's true, isn't it? Kleenex box. Magazine, magazine. Flowers or rubber stamp. Uh, Old book page. Old map. Scrapbook. These two are like a purchase collage sheet I've had for a long time. Well, this one is neat. The bear is scrapbook paper. All the rest is magazine. I do like that one a lot. Okay. Oh, mostly scrapbook, some book page in the background, trim, real trim. I added a flower to this slide. That's scrapbook paper, the slide mount image there. Oh, this one we did on a video too. It was part of the masterboard video. So you saw that one. You didn't see this one. That's part of that masterboard too. And yes, as I pointed out, these three are not on index cards. If you want to report me, go ahead. Yeah, I thought that was a little funny. I don't know. It just struck me funny. That's one of those too. Yeah, those three, watch what you say. These last three are all copies of ancestors of mine. She is not. That's Theta Bara. This one I kind of had trouble with. I really like this image. I kind of wanted it on this side because she's looking this way. But then I found behind the story. So it's like, okay, it's behind her back. And then there's this square in here I didn't know what to do with. I finally found those shoes. Little paint. I like it now, but that one took some time. That's not a relative either. Mabel Normand. This one I wanted to sort of try an old black and white image with mod stuff, see how it would look. I think it's kind of fun. That's just stuff. It's old invoice number, scrapbook. The rest is magazine. Well, that's a trading stamp, a little washi. This is actually an upside down light fixture, or, a light. Oh, this is all magazine. This is a postage stamp out of a catalog. This is actually jewelry out of a catalog, some washi tape. The bird is scrapbook paper. Oh, dang, you were shut having them face the other way. I think that's all scrapbook. Scrapbook. Magazine. I'm sorry, magazine. The leaves are napkin on this. Otherwise, it's magazine. Whoops. That's another copy of relatives of mine. That's pretty. Well, I like pink. Now, this one's kind of cool. That's the copy, too. Although I don't know who those people are. Real stamp, trading stamp, rickrack. It's kind of different with the colors, I think. This is a different. This is a napkin. As you can tell by the little bit of a problem there, but I think that's fine. The dogs are scrapbook. I added this rubber stamping, the hearts, the paw prints, the wolf. Uh, it's heavy inking around the edges, and then I took an ebony pencil and kind of shaded it in, drew it down. These trees are napkin too. Washi on the bottom, rubber stamping. The birds are scrapbook. It's pretty. Okay, here we have Ode to the 17-year cicadas. That's a photo I shot. They're on a trellis I have. They're just there. I didn't pose them or anything. And then I like this paper, orange color behind, and it already had these holes punched, and I thought, well, great, I'll cut it off. No, wait. They make holes when they come up out of the ground. Cool, Diane. And then I did this card in July, but we have a June bride. That's old wrapping paper I had kicking around for a long time too, and I wanted to use it up. These are all scrapbook paper flowers, real trim and ribbon here. Nobody says much about June brides anymore, do they? That's all magazine, I think. Some dyed cheesecloth. And then I did paint up here, those clouds and the blue sky, that's paint. Well, this is, I started with this cabin image and I wanted a sky or something above it. And this, this paper here is just, it's like perfect. It kind of fit in there really well. It was a little creepy. This is kind of cool. That's another family image. Can you see the background? It's a photo of a quilt. Those are actually like 1 inch pieces of fabric somebody hand sewed. Hand sewed. Just some fabric here. I think that's cool. It's another family thing. Seam binding. Old piece of some payment record, scrapbook paper. There's old shorthand paper behind there. And that's nice. James Douglas Morrison with a quote from him, and that sounds like something he would say. This peace sign is part of that same napkin. The background here is a piece of a fairly ugly mono print I made years ago, but it looks pretty appropriate there, psychedelic. This is just a bunch of stuff. There's old negatives here, book pages. That's Greta Garbo. Laurel and Hardy are down here. Fabric, washi tape. Just a hodgepodge of stuff. This is scrapbook paper. You can pretty well tell where it's cut. And then well, there's book page under here, but I painted the rest. That was fun. Mostly scrapbook. There's, it's paper back there, the pink, but the splattering and all that, that's paint. Just another hodgepodge of collage stuff. It's real trim on the sides here, washi. I just like those colors. I don't know what stairs has to do with anything. Believe it or not, this is an old family photo. I have no idea where. I'm kind of hoping it's a zoo, but this was shot in like the 40s. I don't think they had zoos like that back then, so I don't know where that is. But I like the way this turned out. There's an old negative back there, a lot of paint. And I will say, as a little art note, this quote here, that orange was part of it. You know, there was orange beyond. And I intended to cut it off. But if you look, I think just that little tiny little, hint of orange, that to me that adds quite a bit. Okay, there. Another family thing. I did add all the blue back here. This blue paint around the edges. Scrapbook, a magazine quote. Totally different. I, I just had it's wrapping paper. In my stash of stuff, I came across it. It's like, well, let's use it. The Biff and the Zonk. If you don't know what that is, you've never seen the old TV series. But anyway, I got that off the internet. I did print those out. And I didn't know what else to do with it. It was very dull. But I just happened on Gotham in a magazine. And the black border is supposed to be reminiscent of like a comic book. Did anybody pick up on that? No. Just another collage thing. This is scrapbook paper. Otherwise, it's all magazine. Well, there's a little bit of pattern tissue back here. Magazine with washi tape and stamping and some sewing. We're getting there. Mostly scrapbook. It's an old cookbook page behind there. Little paint, little stitching. That's a washi sticker in the background. And like the Mabel card, I kind of wanted to try an older image with brighter colors. I think it's kind of fun. This marble stuff is all wrapping paper, scrapbook flowers, and those are copies of old, I don't know, receipts, I guess. Yeah, I like that. The birds there is a playing card image I cut down. Scrapbook, sheet music, those are real pressed flowers there. Washi tape. And lastly, we have monochromatic. I don't know why, it just came about that way. And then I wrote or put mission accomplished there since it's the last card. This is all scrapbook. That's washi tape, and this is washi tape. Okay, yeah, she made it. And like I said, I think in that ICAD video, as daunting as 61 cards can be, and it is, you sure have a lot to show for your efforts at the end if you make it to 61. So, did you do ICAD? Did you make it to 61? Do you have a favorite card here that I did? Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a nice day out there.